Well, I can tell you my story. I left school. When I was 15. I left school on the day I was 15. I hated it. I hated school. I had a fight every day at school. I remember my English teacher saying to me that I'd never write anything more than a shopping list, and I'd probably spell that wrong. And he was right, because I couldn't spell, and that was really the heart of the frustrations and the problems I had at school. And so I left, and that was it. I suppose, had I not been the son of a window cleaner and a shop worker who was just thought of as being disruptive and thick, had I been the son of a stockbroker, and it wasn't all those years ago and it was now, people would have said, oh, this boy is dyslexic. Of course, I grew up at a time when no one really knew what dyslexia was, so I just kind of bashed on. I was quite good at numbers, but I wasn't very good at words. But it is interesting how life changes, because I've gone on to write 27 books on the management of healthcare. I've written columns for most of the national newspapers. I publish an e-letter that goes to 300,000 inboxes a week in the NHS, and I write endlessly about the health service. And I still can't spell. And if I look on a page, I still can't see if I've made a typo. If it's something, I don't know what it is. I've tried the blue glasses thing, that kind of helps. But I bashed on. What have I done about it? Well, I've tried the blue glasses. The thing that's most helped me is the wonderful spell checker, although even then I get it wrong. But you know what? I don't care. I know people have a laugh at my e-letter when it goes out. I think there are some people that run a book on how many spelling mistakes I'm going to have in a week. But I don't give a toss, because when people write to me and they say, oh, you got a terrible spelling mistake on line 5, I say, yeah, but I write 700 words a day, and if the other 699 are okay, I'm not too worried about that one. So I don't bother about it anymore. It used to worry me. What do I do? Well, I do rely on the spell checker. I learned to type. I went to evening classes and learned to type, so I can sort of touch type. That helped me. And if it's an important thing, if I'm writing for a newspaper, it doesn't matter. Most journalists I know can't spell, but you rely on the sub-editor to fix that for you. So generally speaking, that's not a problem. And if I'm writing something that's important, that's going to be seen by a lot of people, I often whiz it over to friends and colleagues and say, just have a look at this for me, because they all know I can't spell either. So the important thing is that it's what's in your heart that's important. If you're writing about things that you care about, if you're writing about things that are important, if you're writing about things that you really want other people to see, then, hey, what's a spelling mistake between friends? What's the odd typo between friends? It's not important. The important thing is, if you've got the desire and the need, if you're a student, to express yourself, you just get on and do it. Because you know what? If you want to be a nurse or you're working in a clinical interface, it's how you look after people that's important. So I would say, be like me. Don't give a stuff.